In today's video, we'll explore how your daily food choices can significantly impact your stroke risk. Could your daily meals be increasing your stroke risk without you even knowing? Let's break down the foods that protect your brain and the ones that could be silently putting you at risk. Many people struggle with understanding the connection between their diet and stroke risk. With stroke being one of the leading causes of disability and death worldwide, this knowledge gap can have serious consequences. The conflicting nutrition advice online makes it even more confusing to know which foods help protect your brain health and which might silently increase your risk. By the end of this video, you'll discover 8 key foods that can either help protect against or potentially increase your stroke risk. You'll walk away with actionable dietary insights based on scientific research that can make a real difference in your long-term brain health. Whether you have a family history of stroke or simply want to make smarter choices for your overall health, these evidence-based recommendations will help you navigate the complex world of nutrition for stroke prevention. First food, fatty fish, brain-protecting powerhouse. Most people don't realize that something as simple as eating the right kind of fish could lower stroke risk by 20%. But not all fish are created equal. Fatty fish, like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids that can help reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and decrease triglyceride levels, all factors that contribute to stroke risk. Research from the American Heart Association shows that eating fish at least twice a week can lower your stroke risk by up to 20%. The omega-3s in fish help prevent blood clots from forming and reduce plaque buildup in the arteries, addressing 2 major causes of ischemic strokes. Food number 2, sodium-rich processed foods, the silent threat. What if I told you that one of the biggest stroke risks in your diet isn't sugar or fat, but salt? This is not the type of salt you typically add to your food. Sodium-rich processed foods include deli meats, canned soups, fast food, and many packaged snacks that can dramatically raise your blood pressure. Hypertension is one of the leading risk factors for stroke, and excess sodium intake is directly linked to elevated blood pressure. Studies show that reducing sodium intake by just 1,000 milligrams per day can significantly lower stroke risk. The American Heart Association recommends limiting sodium to 2,300 milligrams daily, but the average American consumes over 3,400 milligrams each day, largely from processed foods rather than the salt shaker. Quick question: how often do you check food labels for sodium? You might be shocked by what's hiding in everyday foods. Third food, colorful fruits and vegetables, nature's stroke prevention. Building on that idea, our next key strategy is incorporating more colorful fruits and vegetables into your diet. These plant foods are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that help protect your blood vessels and brain tissue. Specifically, fruits and vegetables high in flavonoids and vitamin C, such as berries, citrus fruits, bell peppers, and leafy greens, have been linked to lower stroke risk. A meta-analysis published in the journal Stroke found that people who ate the most fruits and vegetables had a 21% lower risk of stroke compared to those who ate the least. Aim for at least 5 servings daily, with special emphasis on berries and leafy greens, which have shown the strongest protective effects. Food number 4, red and processed meats, hidden stroke triggers. Consume a daily serving of processed meat. That could raise your stroke risk by 24%. That's nearly 1 in 4 people at higher risk just from what's on their plate. Red and processed meats, such as hamburgers, steak, bacon, hot dogs, and sausages, can increase your stroke risk through multiple mechanisms. These meats are typically high in saturated fat, which can raise LDL cholesterol and promote arterial plaque formation. Additionally, processed meats contain preservatives like sodium nitrate that may damage blood vessels over time. A Harvard study following over 80,000 women found that those who ate the most processed meats had a 24% higher risk of stroke. Consider limiting red meat to 2 to 3 servings per week and processed meat to occasional consumption only. Food number 5. Whole grains, fiber for vascular health. Next up are whole grains like oats, brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat. These foods are rich in fiber, B vitamins, and various phytonutrients that support heart and brain health. The fiber in whole grains helps regulate blood sugar, reduce cholesterol, and maintain healthy blood pressure, all crucial factors in stroke prevention. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that each additional serving of whole grains was associated with a 9% lower risk of stroke. Aim to make at least half your daily grain consumption whole grains, which means looking for whole as the first ingredient on food labels. Food number 6. Sugary beverages, the liquid risk factor. Building on our healthy grain discussion, let's examine sugary beverages like soda, sweet tea, and fruit drinks that can significantly impact your stroke risk. Regular consumption of these drinks leads to weight gain, inflammation, and increased risk of type 2 diabetes, all significant stroke risk factors. A study following over 80,000 women found that those who drank just one sugary beverage daily had an 83% higher risk of ischemic stroke compared to those who rarely consumed them. Consider replacing these drinks with water, herbal tea, or coffee without added sugars to dramatically reduce your risk. Food number 7. Mediterranean diet staples, olive oil and nuts. Moving on to a positive addition to your diet, Mediterranean staples like extra virgin olive oil and nuts. These foods contain monounsaturated fats and powerful antioxidants that actively protect your vascular system. The landmark pre-dimed study found that participants following a Mediterranean diet supplemented with olive oil or nuts had nearly a 40% reduction in stroke risk compared to those on a low-fat diet. The combination of healthy fats and antioxidants helps reduce inflammation, improve cholesterol profiles, and protect blood vessel lining. Aim for 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil daily and a small handful of nuts like walnuts, almonds, or hazelnuts. Food number 8. Alcohol, the double-edged sword. You may have heard that red wine is beneficial for the heart, but recent research is questioning this notion. While moderate alcohol consumption, particularly red wine, has been associated with reduced heart disease risk in some studies, the relationship with stroke is more complicated. Heavy drinking significantly increases stroke risk by raising blood pressure and contributing to atrial fibrillation. Even modest alcohol consumption has been linked to an increased risk of hemorrhagic stroke. Recent research suggests that the safest level of alcohol consumption for overall health, including stroke prevention, may be none at all, challenging the conventional wisdom about heart-healthy drinking. If you do choose to drink, limit consumption to no more than 1 drink daily for women and 2 for men. Every 40 seconds, someone has a stroke. And often, it was preventable. Making small changes today could make the difference between living well and facing years of recovery. Remember, increasing your intake of fatty fish, colorful fruits and vegetables, whole grains, olive oil, and nuts can help protect your brain health. Conversely, reducing your consumption of sodium-rich processed foods, red and processed meats, sugary beverages, and alcohol can significantly lower your stroke risk factors. Check out the links in the description for my recommended omega-3 supplements, high-quality olive oils, and other brain-healthy products that I trust. If you found this video helpful, I recommend you watch the video that just popped up on your screen for more evidence-based nutrition advice for chronic disease prevention and healthy aging. Leave a comment below sharing which of these dietary changes you plan to implement first. Thank you for watching, and as always, I wish you great health, wellness, and happiness.